Joe Martinez. Joe? And the one and only, Richard Botello. Richard Botello. So,
One and only.
and of course, your friend, always a Mustang, Omar Gonzales. Yeah, real quick, because I know we're all hungry, we're going to eat, but it's been a ride. It's been 13 months of planning and 13 months of buckets of beer. I'm going to let the committee person introduce the faculty and also the alumni that are here. And then please don't sit down yet because we got a real quick presentation after that. So I'm going to call up Brother Louie Torres.
Okay, just hold it down. Okay. We're not back at Salesian. Hey, 50 years, Jesus Christ. Hey, quick announcement. For the rest of the evening, we are no longer going to use the word old. It's going to be distinguished. Okay? So if you see somebody after 50 years, like, damn, you look distinguished.
You're a little late.
But it's a pleasure for me to introduce the faculty, and I want to put a little personal view on it. It'd be hard for anybody in this room to match what Salesian High School's done for me. And when I really thought about it, Salesian, I mean, I had a career where I loved going to work every day. It made me, give me a very comfortable life. And I think it all happened the day I walked on the Salesian campus in fall of 1968. Dude, there's people in here who haven't even been born yet. I won't say who. But, and I thought about it, and I thought, yeah, Salesian High School. But I thought Salesian High School is a building. It's made of brick and mortar on 960 South Solo Street. It was the people inside that building that taught us respect, taught us moral values. They taught us the value of working hard. Of course, at that time, we thought they were paying gas. And they did it by expecting us to be on time. They expected us to come to school every day. They expected us to do well on our assignments. They expected us to get our assignments done by the deadline. Mr. Godinez, I'll get that last paper to you. But again, these men that we have here, and of course, Coach Wilforce's lovely wife, Mary, represent all the faculty members that we have. The teachers, the coaches, the staff members that really gave us the tools to be successful in life. And so, as I go through that, I wish Father Jess isn't here. Maybe we'll do it. He'll be here, but he'll come back later. I got a story about him. First, I remember when we came in as ninth graders. Well, I taught there for 4 years. I went to school there for 4 years. And I taught there for 9 years. And I heard the word Mr. Salesian used a lot. We came in as freshmen, Coach Phil Pusatore was Mr. Salesian. Remember? Yeah, so went to Cal the next year. No, all the years, I truly believe Mr. Salesian was Mike Sakamoto.
Yeah!
He installed the spirit of Salesian High School in us. He's an alumnus. He was everywhere. He loved being at Salesian High School. He was on the sidelines of the football games. He was at basketball games, master ceremonies at homecoming. He mounted the chair, newspaper, and he did it without blinking. To me, Mr. Sakamoto, you were truly Mr. Salesian. Thank you for being here. And then we have Mr. Godinez, okay? I think to make no personal business. I was in education for many years, and I think I can recognize a good teacher or average teacher and a shitty teacher. And I go back and think about Mr. Godinez's class, and I truly believe he's one of the finest classroom teachers we had. Why? Because, and when we say he created an environment of learning. Why? Because of his presence in class, his class control. We were able to learn because he did not allow crap in his classroom. I know that because I tried real hard. And I could not break him. I could not break him. He broke me. A funny story, about 10 years ago at the Salesian golf tournament, I just happened to be matched with him in the same golf cart, I'm sorry. And as we waited to tee off, we're having a couple of beers. And I remember turning around looking at Coach. I call him Coach as a baseball coach. I looked at Coach and I go, Coach, 40 years ago, you ever thought you'd be in a golf cart with me? He put his beer down, looked at me, and said, F no. Mr. Bob Godinez, thank you for coming. Although he's not here, I do want to mention Coach Caldera and David and Gary and all those guys. You understand what I'm talking about. And of course, there were our football coaches, Coach Flores. And Coach Caldera is a total mentor. He's always been around. He's always been there for us. He's an honorary member of the class of 72. He also financially helped underwrite this reunion. Unfortunately, his wife is seriously sick, and it was going to be difficult for him to be here. We're hoping he would be here, but it was going to be difficult. But I do want to mention him. He's my Thursday golf partner, and along with Louie Regalado. And he's still mentoring me. And every Thursday on the clock, he buys me a Bloody Mary and tells me how shitty my swing is. He's always teaching me. Okay, finally, as you know, I'm at the end of my journey. I didn't say the end of my life. The end of my journey. Shut up. Jesus Christ. Anyway, and of course, you look back at that journey, and I see a Salesian that was there at many, many turns. And I know a lot of you guys haven't seen me since high school. Your first thought was, how the hell did he graduate from college? Well, the man sitting over there is the reason why. He literally, by a chance meeting, convinced me that it was more important to go to college than to lift boxes. And he did. He pushed me into college. And when I tried to fail, he kicked me dead in the ass and kept me going. And he is actually responsible for every coaching and teaching job I've ever had. In fact, he and Coach and his lovely wife, Mary, have always welcomed me to their home. He coached my son, and he coached my grandson. And he's always been there, even through personal tragedies. So this is very special for me, because I know Coach doesn't like the limelight. He doesn't. If I told him I was going to stay in this, he probably wouldn't have showed up. But I literally am where I am because of him. So again, I never really had a chance because he doesn't let me. Coach, thank you. And thank you for coming. Another quick thing I just remember right now. We both taught at Alhambra High School. Of course, he got me that job. And if you go to a public school camp, there's all the teachers are wearing tennis shoes and Levi's. That's no ties and stuff like that. So one day, hey, I'm gonna wear my Levi's, man. I'm gonna wear Levi's and wear some tennis. I walked by him and Coach Dopey got me and said, don't you ever dress like that again. And I never did. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Louie. If we were to go around the tables, we all have something to say about these teachers, but they help mold us to be the Mustangs that we are. Next, I'm going to ask Brother Joe Martinez to come up and introduce the distinguished alumni association officers that are here. Some of them couldn't make it, but I'm going to let Joe do his thing. Joe?
The continuing legacy that Salesian is putting together in many ways is due to the Alumni Association. They foster unity, host events, raise a lot of money. There's many students at Salesian that require assistance to get their Catholic education. And so I implore those that can put in time to put in time. It doesn't take much. We have a few events, but that's what true Salesian, true Mustang spirit is about. Not just words, action. Now, we have a gentleman, we had some others that were invited, but for different reasons weren't able to make it. And Al Coca, who's one of the most important people on the Alumni Association, graciously accepted. And so I'm so proud to be able to thank him for coming and being a true Mustang. Not just in words, but in actions. Thank you, Al.
Yeah.
All right, so please, yeah, we know food fight, food fight. If you get a chance, go to Salesian Alumni Association website, sign up and get involved. We can always use the brotherhood. The way this is going to go down is I'm going to first call some tables, and so the buffet is two lines. Skip the salad. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Always the coach, Louie. Yeah. So I'm going to call tables by numbers, and I think there's no table that has no number because we actually had a great turnout. We booked for 100, got 106, we ended up with 110. So,
right.
So let me first call up the faculty table. So faculty, please, you're invited to come up to the buffet table. So we'll give you a few seconds to get up there. Go ahead, you're up first. And right, yeah.